Okay, welcome back to another video, and real quick before we get today's video, let me just say, y'all are probably gonna be excited to hear that today, for the first time in a long time, I genuinely did not know what to upload. And it wasn't because I didn't have content, it was actually because I had too much content. Y'all were actually supposed to be getting a video yesterday, on Sunday, today when I'm recording this. I know it's really confusing, but y'all were supposed to be getting a video. I just ended up getting too many damn video ideas. I'm not gonna lie, I just didn't know what to record. I sent too many thumbnails over to my thumbnail maker, and it all got just completely blown over. But anyway, I'm talking way too much already. For today's video, I have a new Roblox Demon Slayer game. This is a game called Slayer's Retribution, I'm pretty sure, and it's interesting because if I'm not mistaken, the lead developer or head owner, whatever you want to call it, the guy in charge of this game is a member of the REL development team. I think it's a guy called REL Hawk, and that means that this game isn't exactly a REL game, but it is developed by somebody who's on the REL team, so it kind of, in a way, it is a little bit promising because usually when the REL developers work on games, they tend to be higher quality, but I don't want to say anything until I actually test it for myself or at least watch the video. With that being said, the developers of this game actually dropped a 15-minute preview on their channel, and I figured, why not go and react to this? Because this game does look promising, I won't lie. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Today's video is on Slayer's Retribution. I have mad content on the way for y'all. I have so many video ideas I want to work on. Hopefully y'all enjoy. And with that being said, if you're new to the channel, I would appreciate it if you hit that sub button, and let's get straight into the video. Okay, so this is a game called Slayer's Retribution. This is the official first teaser. Let's see it. This is the apparent REL C's, or my bad, REL X Demon Slayer game, whatever. Let's get it.
We are going to be showing the first official trailer for Slayer's Retribution. This is going to be like the combat trailer. We're also going to be talking about like some special mechanics and concepts that we had for the game. But yeah, let's just get right into it. The first thing we're going to showcase is the combat. So this the
rigs don't look bad. Right, combat doesn't look bad either.
So as you can see, it has a lot of lead.
The UI seems like super basic, but this seems like really early testing. So
you can see that there's a nice
nothing too bad about that.
But the VFX artist,
VFX aren't bad either.
Many things at once right now, so he wasn't able to get that in for the showcase, but it's not that big of a deal. Now you can see that just with 2-in-1 sets, I'm really curious
what the my bad, y'all. I don't want to pause like this early in the video, but I'm really confused on what the REL thing is. Like, are the REL developers working on this game? Are they developing it? I'm a little confused, y'all, because I don't see the REL developers here. But maybe y'all can comment down below. I'm not sure.
I wanted it to be because if you look, attacking real quick. So you can see
maybe they're funding this game.
So it's like kind of like it's very
okay.
Fun, actually. Like,
so the combat system actually has a little bit more to it.
So
plus, we get to the later stuff.
Yeah. So you can see it's like you're meant to be able to attack back. So it's kind of like real games. You know how like in real games sometimes you have like a dodge system. Whenever you get like comboed, you can like dodge and then start. Real games, you know how like in real games sometimes you have like a dodge system. Whenever you get like comboed, you can like dodge and then start attacking.
Okay,
it's
and evasive.
To be like that. A big inspiration for this game is Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh,
Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. We're looking at
that could work.
Games, like Roblox games, because in my opinion,
that could actually really work for a Demon Slayer game, especially.
Ideas. They're kind of just copy and paste versions of themselves. So, with that being said, the next thing is. Anyways, so the next thing is a big concept that we had was for see-through world. So you can see when I press H. It's kind
normally every demon, let me just say this real quick. Normally every Demon Slayer game makes this absolutely useful. I mean useless. I remember Wisteria 2, the see-through world was garbage. It was just like a permanent Byakugan. Your screen was stuck white. So this is useful.
An icon above the demon's head. So what this is a concept that we had called neck vulnerability. So how it's gonna work is kind of like in the anime where you see like the stronger Slayers can pretty much just one-tap demons without second thought. And you can like, I think of Yorichi's fight versus Kokoshiba, where he like dashes forward at like light speed and almost cuts his neck off.
Yeah, the Ashura are really quick with that.
Vulnerable enough, you didn't actually kill him. So that was a concept we had. So yeah, there's different colors which show their vulnerability. So as you can see, when I right click, there's no animation for it just yet, but you can see there's a hitbox, and I can basically one tap them. Now that's depending on their actual vulnerability.
That's a dope system.
This is red, so it's a really low chance I'm gonna kill him first try. And what's gonna happen is, for right now, it just kind of sits there. But
I bet if I don't talk too much, I'm actually just trying to listen to what he's saying.
They'll be able to dodge you or fail to do either. they're just gonna like, they'll be fine basically. They might take a little damage, but it's not gonna be crazy. How it's gonna work
All right.
is, let's say you're a Hashira and you're going against like a weak one. You'll be able to one-tap them, which is gonna be nice. It's just kind of fun if you're bored or whatever. But like, let's say you're like a low level and you're going against like a high ranked, like an upper moon or something, then obviously it's gonna be like red. But it adds more skill to the game. What's gonna happen when the animation is done is you'll do like a dash forward, and depending on your sword mastery, your rank, and all of that stuff, like I just mentioned, the animation will be faster or slower, which will give the person you're trying to do more time to react. So it's going to be based off like that, which is going to, like I said, it's going to add a lot of skill to the game. The combat's already very skill based because we're not really trying to do levels.
I won't lie, I gotta say real quick, I'm actually very happy to hear that he's talking all this stuff about the combat and we're not seeing any bandits yet. I'm sure this game's gonna have a whole bunch of NPCs, bandits to beat up, all that. That's not really a surprise to me because that's most anime games nowadays, but we're like 3 minutes in and he has not said a word about PvE. He's talking about purely combat, and that's a good sign. That's a very good sign.
You're gonna have to be like really skilled at the combat to do anything. So yeah, that's see-through world and
Fire.
vulnerability. I wanted to talk a bit about some PvP ideas we had. Well, real quick, I'm gonna show y'all. So as you can see in the top right or top left, we have a change tool stance. Now this is just a cosmetic thing, but it basically allows you to change your tool stance, which will basically just like, it's just a fun little cosmetic. There's in each wall, and eventually what we're gonna do is each stance.
I like the idea of a stance change.
That'll have different like specs, kind of like Ghost of Tsushima, like I mentioned. So like the default's gonna probably have more speed, less damage. This one will probably have more damage but slightly less speed, etc. It's just kind of customizable. So you choose your stance and you get your own M1s based on that, which will just make it where it'll be more fun because not everybody's gonna have like the same base M1s, even if they have the same Nichiren. Each Nichiren / breathing style will also get their own version of this. So it's going to make it really like broad, like the spectrum of people that you see just attacking. Now let's talk about PvP. So one idea that we had for like in-game content is Hashira like tournaments. So let's say you want to be a Hashira or upper / lower moon. So basically the time has not been decided yet, but every week or around every other week, we're going to hold tournaments where you can compete to become the Hashira upper or lower moon for that spot. So let's say you're a Thunder user. You've completed everything.
Okay, this is interesting because it's going to be a lot of it's going to be community based, and some people are really going to like that and others aren't, because if it's community based, that means it's going to be heavily skilled. Like if you're not good, then you're just not going to be able to get any of these community roles, which is honestly, I'm a fan of that. I like stuff like that. I've always been a fan of stuff like that in the anime community, so I don't mind that. But it's a cool system. It's different.
You can in the game and you want to become the Hashira, you can wait for the tournament. You can join the tournament for the thunder breathing Hashira role, and then if you win, and you'll get a special rank in the game, you'll get a special role in the Discord that allows you to talk to other Hashiras and stuff. There's gonna be a bunch of fun stuff centered around this.
That's fire.
I think it's gonna be really fun for the community as a whole, just to have fun with this. So it's gonna be a really prestigious thing to have. There's gonna be special buffs that you get as well. So just something to add to in-game content. The PvP skills.
This is really interesting so far.
Yet, but there's gonna be some skills, probably just like simple basic skills for the basic Nichiren. But as you can see right now, all I have.
I wish he showed us some PvE or like actual gameplay, because so far this is just combat and like lore stuff, which is cool. Don't get me wrong. I love a good in-depth combat system. That's definitely what I mostly play for. But I'd like to see at least some PvE or like what it's gonna look like if possible.
The first move for water breathing.
But so far I am interested.
It's actually about to get revamped. So if I hold my mouse, it has a little bit of auto aim, but when I press E, as you can see, I dash forward and knock him back. So this is really good for comboing, or let's say like Gurenge block real quick. If he's blocking and we just say like I attack him and he attacks me back, and we just get an infinite parrying spout, what I can do is when he's blocking, I can press E, and it's gonna act as a block break. Most skills are going to.
Watch that one more time.
I can press E, and it's gonna act as a block break. Most skills are going to add as a block break, or at least lower their blocking, because there is a posture system, so you won't be able to
I like that. I like a posture system. That's good.
So that's what most skills are going to be useful for.
I do just want to say, when games add in a posture system, it usually shows the developers are trying to take that extra step from making the game like a simple bandit beater to making the combat a little bit more advanced, and I like that.
We haven't decided
just like it's not anything crazy. It's just like a little bit more than your average anime game.
Just giving us tons of concepts for the storyline, for the combat.
Storyline, okay. Well, Stereo 2 did attempt a storyline.
All of that. We have a very dedicated team to all this to make sure that this game is actually really good. And speaking of that, the map that we're actually in right now is the old version of the map. It's actually getting revamped right now.
Yeah, this map does look
This
unfinished, so
map
that's
isn't
not
the worst,
surprised.
But we wanted to make sure that the map is like really immersive because of the game it is, and we wanted to go for a more realistic style, like I said, with Ghost of
I see
Tsushima.
that, yeah.
And so this map isn't bad, but we want to make sure that we're giving out the best quality map for you guys.
Okay.
So yeah, this is a placeholder map. In case you're wondering, this is not the permanent map. The new map is actually being built.
Oh, so this is combat. I love the parry.
God. Oh no, chill.
Oh no, is that a ragdoll? I'm scared. I'm scared, y'all. I just seen this man get ragdolled. I'm sensing Project Slayer Infinite combo vibes.
Got me there.
Okay, it looks like he can't get hit while he's ragdolled. I don't think.
Chill.
Parry
So,
system
yeah, we
seems
did a lot of
kind of
parry
really
routes,
back and
but
forth.
What's nice is we can just use the skill, like I said, and break the whole parry thing. So that's
Okay.
what, like, let's say you just get like this infinite bout of
Lots of
parrying,
parries,
and
though.
then
That's a
use the
little
skill
scary. I'm not gonna
to
lie.
Stop them from parrying, and then you can get them into another combo.
But that's true. You
And
can't
you
just
stick
use a
with parry.
skill.
That's why M1s might seem a little bit slow. It's just simply for that system, so that you have more time to react and stuff. Now you might be asking, like, how do you actually evade?
Range on that is
like,
crazy.
the skills, since because of their nature, where they like your block. So
I don't
most
mind a
enemies
parry
just
system, but
dodging
that's like a
zero.
lot of
You can see
parries,
there's a little
man.
bit of reaction time. Now right now the hitbox is a little bit oversized, which is why that hit me still. But it does give you time, and
Huge,
then
Jesus.
knocking, which the execute animations are not done yet. I would show them. So that's most of the combat stuff. We were going to talk about progression.
Yeah,
but I don't wanna
PvE.
end up like Pixel Piece, where they say, "Hey, we're not going to be a bandit beater."
Okay.
And they're totally a bandit beater. I would rather show y'all, like, we're trying to wait until progression is done and then be able to show it to y'all rather than say what we're gonna do and then
Okay, I
be
respect
like,
that.
we're gonna wait until it's done and then just show it to y'all and then talk about it instead of just talking about it, like I said, because I think actions speak way louder than words, especially in terms
Facts.
of game development, because you'll see games do that all the time where they'll be like, yeah, we're gonna implement all these concepts and stuff, and then none of the concepts are actually implemented. So I think it's a lot better what we're gonna do. But yeah, y'all don't have to worry. We're definitely gonna be talking about progression soon, but it'll probably come in a later video. But yeah, also for the next slash, like I said, it's gonna be like a dash forward. So what we were thinking about doing is, so any dash moves that your breathing has, so for water breathing, for surface slash, that would probably
Ooh.
act as the next slash move.
Yeah,
instead of it
okay, I see
being
what he's saying.
its own separate thing. But y'all can let us know down in the
That's
comment section
interesting.
what y'all think of that idea. Also the UI, if it looks a little big, and y'all might be saying like, why does it look like so modern and stuff? This is supposed to be Demon Slayer game. So
Modern is
because
crazy,
this
and
UI,
I'd say it looks a little.
because
Oh, that's the
contrast
final
really
UI?
nice, because everything.
I'm not sure how I feel about this final UI. I'm not really messing with it, but I mean, if they lowered the size of it and then they just, maybe it could look good. I'm not sure.
Else is gonna be so
It's not
close.
final, so I
think
can't say
this
anything too yet, but
UI kind of popular. Y'all can of course put y'all inputs on that in the description.
he's saying it contrasts well with the actual
Right
game,
now,
so I can't
water
speak until we
breathing
actually see
showcase will
that.
be coming
So
out soon, but we're waiting on the last two cutscene skills, which are going to be flowing dance and constant flux. Each breathing is going to have their own cutscene skills. Combat styles are probably going to have their own cutscenes too. Like, let's say you don't have breathing yet. Everything is going to have their own cutscenes. Now, I also thought about this. I didn't talk about this in combat, but M1 priority is also going to be a thing. So because there's no levels, it's going to be more like weapon-based equipment that you find in the game. There's going to be lots of shops, lots of exploration.
wait, did he just say there's no levels? Hold on, wait, did I hear him right?
Is also going to be a thing. So because there's no levels,
There's no levels. Okay,
it's
that's
gonna be more, like,
interesting.
weapon-based equipment
Wow,
that you
I like
find in
that.
the game. There's going to be lots of shops, lots of exploration, reasons to explore. Like
This
I
is
said,
sounding
also
good.
sword repairing. So every sword.
Oh,
has
sword
sword
repairing.
sharpness, which is
Okay,
another
so swords can be broken,
contributing factor to the neck
just like
vulnerability,
Project
actually
Slayer's.
sword sharpness, along with your mastery with the blade, etc.
No, but I like
So-
that because in Demon Slayer, sword sharpness is definitely important. I don't know if y'all been watching the recent season, but that man Muichiro's sword is not sharp at all. Or at least his old sword wasn't, so he wasn't able to cut things. But now his sword is sharp, so he can. Like Demon's neck, so
Your sword sharpness will constantly go down as you continually use it, and you'll have to
Makes
get
sense.
repaired at like a swordsmith, just like in the anime. But that's not going to be something that you have to do all the time. It's just going to be kind of like a extra little tidbit of content. We're also thinking about adding like a hunger system, and we're adding lots of wildlife to the game. We're going to add like foxes, wolves, rabbits, etc.
okay. I mean, as long as the models don't look crazy.
Also, let's talk about events. So let's say you're just like walking in a village or whatever, and you'll see lots of NPC interactions, like a slayer fighting a demon. You can join the fight, help out if you want to, or
Okay,
citizens
on some
getting
deep woken.
terrorized, you can help out the fight, because there's going to be a reputation system, which means that there will be rogue slayers, there will be rogue demons, etc., which will be a really interesting thing. There's also going to be clans, obviously, but there's going to be like clans that you can like create, like factions.
Ooh,
So that
on some crews.
battles and all that. Also have tournaments for those as well. Like the biggest, like top 10 biggest factions can have like PvP battles, slayers versus demons. But obviously with the reputation, you're not going to want to fight another slayer because you'll lose bounty, which means that slayers are going to be a lot, unlike other games like Project Slayers where everybody just kind of fights each other. There's going to be like an actual reason to fight, and you're going to want to gang up with whatever race you are to destroy and take over the other team.
I love how he's giving an incentive
User interaction is going
for
to be
players to
in this
battle, I
game
have to say.
because of the reputation system. It's also going to make it a lot more, I think, a lot more interesting, and make PvP more fun in the game, because you can like group up with your friends that are the same race and go like have battles with the other like factions, like I said. So rogue slayers, rogue demons, all of that. Obviously, for hybrid, you'll probably have to be a rogue slayer. That's what that's a system I was thinking of, because I think that's,
so you can't be a
pretty much
demon
what
slayer
was, and that's what
and
tried to
stay a hybrid.
Goku
I like
with.
that.
So there's gonna be a lot of interesting systems like that. I would talk about more of them. I don't want
These concepts are interesting. I won't
spoil
lie.
too much. I would rather, and like I said, also I want to show these systems to you guys. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this video. If you have any questions, put them down in the comment section. The server link, and it's also in the description if you want to join that. If you're wondering about tester obtainment, we're gonna talk about that in the next trailer, along with some new mechanics. And
Oh, so they're gonna be dropping
first
multiple
few
trailers like
sets.
Bro sees. All
So
right.
yeah, thank you so much for watching. Yeah, just get hyped for this game. See y'all.
Okay, this is the new Rel Demon Slayer game, y'all. I have to say it was actually surprisingly unique. I mean, the concepts he was talking about, like for example, the Demon Slayer neck slashing, that's not something that many games do, especially just having the ability to do with one move, which honestly more games should do. It's something that you could do in the show, especially if you're really strong. I also like how they made the see-through world actually useful, because it's really not in any Demon Slayer game. But yeah, let me know what y'all think down below. Go sub to this dude and watch the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.